this is the Armytek Predator Pro, and it is quite an astute little performer. This one features the Cree XHP-35 HI cool white, and it is one of these little performers that you really enjoy because largely of the tactical feature, but also because of the size. It is quite a functional little performer. I've always loved their belt clips. Armytek is a Canadian-Chinese hybrid company. You would think that it's U.S. military, but it's actually not. So there's a little look at the bezel there, XHP35 HI. This is, I'm going to compare it to the XHP50 version, which I've done some, I think a night walk and some beam shots with in a brief review years back. It's got the frosty bezel. They're both running an 18650, no particular battery. They seem to be identical in terms of their design. I have them a little bit configured. I've had this for a while. And it too is a super powerful little torch. I think I clocked this one. I clocked the XHP50 version about 1,608 lumens, if I remember right. This one's pushing a little brighter, the XHP35, both in terms of appearance and tint and range, of course range. I'm getting about 500 meters, a little more than that actually, 500 meters of range, beam range, which you would expect because this is a flutter and this is a thrower. But lumens, I'm getting around close to 2,000 lumens, so about 1,900 lumens, give or take. Really nice, frosty, not quite flawless, but very close to flawless reflector. There's one little divot in there you may or may not be able to see. I don't think you can see it here, but you can't really notice it. It is, yeah, I think you can, just barely there. A little bit of a stipple in the reflector, but the switch is the same tactical switch. Modes, when you turn the head, you can cycle through the modes like a normal flashlight. Now this to me is a weird UI. I would rather have a normal operation, have a separate switch, but it is what it is. So we are going to take it out in just a moment here when it gets dark, and we're going to play around with it. Now note that these are full regulation, Armytek. They use full constant current regulation, which is one of the reasons I love them. They do handle their heat quite well with very little heat sag. And although this one does have an intelligent temperature reduction, so it will actually drop output, but only by a couple hundred lumens. So it'll drop down to about 1,400 lumens when you've had it on a long time, and it'll get hot. But in my opinion, it's really not that bad a deal. It's actually really good because it is still able to produce a lot of light, and the step down is gradual, so you don't really notice it. So let's take it out here before we do this and get kind of a more thorough look. I'm using a Panasonic NCR 18650B. I've had this battery a while, and to me, it's the best one for it. Basic spring here. I am not one who believes in mods for flashlights. I just keep them stock, and Armytek is a type of and caliber that you want to keep them stock. Really good secure belt clip. They perform so well. But let's get started. Here is my recording studio over there, and that is the XHP35 version. My twin XL bed in there for when my daughter comes over. XHP50, the flutter. Both are bright. One is longer range than the other. One and slightly brighter. And I think that's largely because of the connection with the switch. See, no hotspot versus hotspot. Slight brightness advantage with the XHP35 version, Now, again, if this is the switch has kind of developed a little bit of a connection issue in the XHP50 version. Although it's close in brightness, it is still not quite as bright. In terms of the hotspot, the one thing I don't like about the XHP35 version is it's hazy. See, I got a better connection there. That's why you saw it. It looks brighter now. That's closer to what it's capable of putting out.